I knew we were poor because everyone knows the Salvation Army bins. People put clothes in there for poor people. So I knew we were poor the day that my mum parked outside a Countdown and waited for people to put clothes in there, and she took the bag so that we had clothes. Like, that's when I knew we were poor. That's when I was like, wait, those are for the poor people. So if we're taking that, we must be poor as fuck. If she has to go out and she like jumped out and we had to like ram our chairs back in the car because I was embarrassed as fuck. There were people in the car park, but she waited till someone like placed down this big bag. People were like putting clothes in the slot, but someone put down a big enough bag where she jumped out in. Now I'm not complaining because I got some cool Roman sandals out of it. They were cool as. But like that's the day I was like, damn, we're poor.
Bet I wanna shoot like hoops while I'm riding in the coupe. I got what you want, it ain't nothing but a loop. Don't listen to friends, they don't know what's best for you. I want you, yeah, bet I wanna shoot.
This is a little bit weirder because we're doing it with someone else. But
That's alright.
welcome to the 4th episode of the Below Average podcast. I've got my boy Christian here. You all know him. You all love him. But today is a bit of a milestone, Christian. Why? Because it's the first ever time we've had a guest. My brother, Balsham Rolo. How you doing? You want to say anything to the people out there?
Yeah. If I can support my brother. Fucking whatever's going down. Let's go.
He's joining us today because we needed a perspective from someone of the older generation.
Oh, well, slightly older. Come on, guys.
But there's also another milestone, Christian. We've surpassed 50 subscribers.
Fucking almighty, Pucky.
I just want to thank everyone out there for subscribing. Me and Christian didn't think we'd fucking get more than 5 people. We weren't joking on the first episode when we said 3 viewers. So thank everyone for subscribing. 53 subscribers, Christian.
Damn.
53 people glid their hand over to subscribe. Our channel sucks. I don't know why that. But yeah, thank you guys. Got to check if my mic's on. So today we're going to do what we normally do, except we've got a guest on today so you can help us answer some questions. We're going to answer subscribers' questions. We do this every time, and I'll read them out. We know this person, Balsham. It's Huddy.
Ooh.
And Huddy Rolo says, thoughts on Paul versus Fury? Who you's got for the dub, and how will they get it? So that's Paul. That's Tyson Fury's little brother, and Jake Paul, Logan's little brother. Who you guys got? I'll go with Balsham first.
Fury he's from a boxing background, so
Who do you think wins and who and how?
I have to go with the Fury because
Yeah, you're going with the boxer.
yeah, Furies, man, they got it going on.
Same to you, Christian.
Yeah, nah. I reckon Jake Paul's got it, bro.
Yeah.
We're all friends here, though.
Yeah. I got a bit of a narrative like this been, like Tommy Fury's just had a baby.
Yeah.
So he's
okay.
training mind more on that dad mind, not getting his hours of
And
sleep.
this is, you'd say that like this could just be more of a payment to take care of his kid.
So. And it's like my brother could be the greatest whatever in the world. Doesn't mean I'm the greatest whatever.
Yeah,
for sure.
It almost puts a damper on his skills.
And I've been watching like Jake train the house down.
Yeah.
Even though I don't like him as a person, but
I'm gonna go knockout, probably 3rd round Jake Paul. I saw them both hitting the pad.
Why am I here? Alright, okay, I see.
Well, no, I'm actually glad. I'm
No.
glad you think differently because that's the problem with me and Christian. Like, we're so boring because we fucking agree on a lot of shit.
Okay,
So the more you don't agree is actually the better.
alright.
I just think.
I actually agree with what the bro said. Yeah, his training, he's doing well.
I think his baby and the pressure he's under to not.
If I had a baby just born, and I was going to fight, I want to lose. Because my baby will grow up and
Yeah, but here's the thing: you're Tyson Fury though. You're not Tommy.
Yeah.
and also Joseph Parker was training under Tyson Fury, and look where he is. He's down in the pumps.
Yeah. Look, people who can't do teaching, people who can are very good teachers.
And like 50% were just keen on to win for the Burger King.
Yeah.
On the real.
Yeah,
On the real
fuck
front.
yeah. Fucking people spewing when they didn't get their fucking combo deal. Fuck yeah, Joseph. How has growing up poor affected you and vice versa for the bro growing up well off. I don't think he grew up well off. I think he grew up. I don't think he means well off too. It's just what.
Middle class.
Yeah.
I don't know. Look at the bros you.
That's well off in our eyes. I
And
guess.
then you go see the car I'm driving. That's
Enough.
aunties.
You're well off in our poverty-stricken minds. Help us, Christian. No, we'll go. How's growing up poor affected you? Yeah.
Well, your imagination just fucking blossoms. I'll
Yeah,
tell you.
fuck yeah.
Your imagination.
I agree. Yeah, your dreams get really
Your dreams
big.
are fucking.
Your dreams
Bro,
are
I'll
up here.
tell you dream like no other one has dreamed before. But you know, I suppose it's an advantage because then when money means nothing, fuck, I'm back to where I was comfortable in the first place.
Yeah. If money becomes obsolete, haha, motherfuckers were always obsolete.
I automatically turn rich.
So Basham's quite a bit older than me. I'm the baby brother. He's the oldest of the boys, and so you grew up in the 80s, 90s. I grew up in the 2000s, which is completely different times. You kind of grew up. I say you grew up harder. You, Renee, and Raywin probably got the spare tip of the.
Then I pretty much fed to the hardness and didn't listen.
Part of the problem.
Yeah, you know, I created a problem. If that's possible, I did a problem to a problem. if that's possible, yeah. I reckon I had more fun being poor if I was rich, because then your parents ain't around. Even though my parents were around, half cut.
Yeah, I do wonder, like,
You know, I got to get rich to actually find out.
were the habits we had because we were poor. Because like, growing up poor, Mum found a way to make money by making her own alcohol and vodka, and we were getting pissed on that. But what if we were rich? what would she have concocted if we were rich?
I reckon I would have probably been in a loony bin.
We'll be fucking
I would
on
have had so
cocaine.
much coke, fucking, and just fuck.
We weren't
We
impoverished. We went like in the mud, but we're damn close to it.
Yeah, I
There
could
were
see
mud
it.
puddles outside.
I could see it, but
Yeah.
no, my mum. Like, and you know what buzzes me out? Like rich or poor, you still love your parents no matter fucking what. That's what buzzes me out.
Yeah, and that's the hard. It's the
You
hard
love
part.
your parents 100, no matter where you came from. Like, and that's buzzed me out. Like, I don't know how other people's lives are with their parents, but
Our love for them kind of makes it hard because now that we're adults, we kind of like understand that they made some mistakes, but we never can bring it up because how are you going to tell your parents that they made mistakes? And at the end of the day, we're not as bad off as some people are and can be, I guess.
straight up, like look Africa.
Yeah, look at Africa. Look at fucking.
Dang.
Like I do like this podcast is produced and filmed in my room, and my roof leaks and stuff. But it's not much to complain about because this motherfucker was with no roof.
Yeah.
But yeah,
See, like some of the uncles down the road. Shit, you just need a tin can open and you broke in.
yeah. And on to you, Christian. How was being? I don't know. He doesn't mean well off. I get what he means, but how has your life affected you the way you're raised?
I don't know. I can't tell you. I don't think it. Average ass.
It was just my life. Sort of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. So it's hard to
it's-
explain it. You know.
Yeah.
If I was like poor and then I got put into a rich house, maybe I could elaborate on it more. But
Yeah, that's what I mean. You know, I can't really say for rich, because I haven't been rich. You know, I've been alright, but don't get me wrong, I've seen some money.
By the way, this is just for Huddy because he commented. Christian's not rich. You're doing probably as well as
I reckon
people
you're
should
like
be
Bob
doing.
Marley rich. You know, Bob Marley says, "What do you mean rich?" I reckon you're Bob Marley rich. You know, in life. That's what I see the bro Christian is. He's rich in life.
I think you look at us. We're just fucking sucking you off right now. I think you're fucking. I think you're better at just general like things that you should be good at your age. Like I can't drive a tractor for shit. I can drive a tractor, but like I can't drive a tractor. You know what I mean?
yeah, but then again, there's people who might watch us and be like, "Who needs skills to drive a tractor? That's below us."
Oh yeah. Those. Okay, I get what you mean. Yeah, and it's same with us. Like we grew up how we grew up, but like. It's
I
like
can drive anything, cuz. Anything.
we can't really put it into perspective because we've known nothing else. But yeah, good question, Huddy. Good question.
He's quite a clever motherfucker. Oh, sorry, no. You can't even swear. Can you swear on it?
Yeah, this is below average. This is the below average, boys. You can do whatever the fuck you want. We swear.
That's right.
We can call out anyone you want to call out. Dre Skrilla? Fuck no.
Oh, man, he's a good fellow.
Nah, yeah, he is.
Came off the beach.
I'm not even famous. I'm not even famous enough to call him out. The only other YouTuber I can call out is Christian. Do you believe in karma?
Yeah.
What goes around comes around.
Yeah, I reckon. My daughter's name's Karma, her nickname anyway.
Yeah, you believe what you give, you get.
Probably not straight away, but you get it in some shape or form.
Yeah.
You know, it may not be what you gave, but you'll get it back.
What do you think, Christian?
Shit, I don't know. I don't.
Because the Braylor's Bob Marley life. You
I
get
knew you were gonna say so. You're more like, is it that thing or is it not? You're not
Yeah.
like, oh, it could be.
I don't know. Like I felt like I've handed out my dues, G, but I haven't returned them.
Yeah. Where the fuck?
Where's my fucking?
I'm coming to the community with the fuck. Where the fuck is my good? Yeah.
Yeah, nah. I just think I don't really believe in karma. I just take what's yours. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's how everyone should walk. What benefits you first? Because once you're benefited, then you can give back. Then just don't worry about what's coming back to you. Because you're going to get shit anyway. You're going to get good shit and you're going to get handed shit. So,
yeah.
so it don't really matter how you walk. You're going to step in shit one day.
But there's some days I do things like, and then I turn like, dang, like, what is happening to me? First week comes my head, karma.
Nah, I reckon like no matter how tidy your boots are, you're going to step in mud one day. No matter mud just exists. You're going to step in it. So yeah, in a way it doesn't exist. But if you want to be a good person, be a good person.
Who asked that question?
Howdy.
Fuck, this fella, he's on a roll.
Howdy again. Questions for both of yous. He didn't know that there was going to be a guest, so he said both of yous. Questions for both of yous. Do you think the way you are raised shapes the person you become? If so, what age do you think a person becomes responsible for the way their life is, either good or bad? Hope my question makes sense.
No age, because like I don't know, you get
Wh-
a lot
wh-
more opportunities if you're like raised different. You get a lot more opportunities. Like
Yeah.
because I don't know if your parents or
What's
you
that
know,
support-wise?
yeah, and if you know like your family knows someone, and then like you know, it's like the old saying, it's
Not
who
what
you
you-
know,
yeah.
not what you know, yeah.
True on that.
Yeah, so like,
But then even the world, you could be raised nice as, and then the world got an influence on you, and then next minute, oh, that shaped you.
Yeah.
So you can't always
Yeah.
sit there and say, oh, it's the way you're raised, because you could go out on the outside of the world, and then next minute, boom, that's affecting you, you know?
and what age do you think it starts to become your responsibility, how you're shaped?
I don't know. I think you could like you teeter on it all the time. It can be sometimes.
Oh, it doesn't have to always be.
Nah. You know, because yeah.
Yeah, true, because you see older people than us, like old fellas, and they still ain't got it.
Yeah.
You know, they still need support. They still, and they're well over fucking 40, you know? And he's sitting there going, my life, you know?
Yeah.
I don't think there is an expiry date on that shit.
Yep.
It's all down to when you get it, you got it.
Yeah, true. So say your mum is a crackhead, that shapes you for a bit, but then when you leave into the world, whatever you choose to do, if you choose to go down
Yeah.
crack alley, you're
Yeah,
going down crack alley.
pretty
You
much.
choose to go hard work, you're hard work. Yeah. I actually agree with all of that. I agree with all of that. For the bro Christian. Jeez, he's really got
He's
it
going
your
for
life.
you, my boy.
For the bro Christian, you say you have had a good life or easy life, whatever you want to call it.
Who's this? How do you
How
get?
do you,
Fuck you,
you say you had an easy life? Nah, he's probably just wording it wrong. He's not the wordsmith, you know? And that your parents are really good to you and would give you whatever you wanted. Did they also have it easy growing up? Just wondering. Oh, okay. I get what he means. So he's like saying, you know how your parents have treated you well. Did it stop at their generation, or were their parents good and we're like, because you've already
I don't.
said that you don't have a toxic family.
Nah. My mum's family, I think they've had it generally not easy, but like she's had it like I know her siblings all went to boarding school.
Oh,
and,
okay.
you know, that type of life.
Oh,
Yeah, they really molded them wise too. My mum's
Yep.
family, but my dad, I know he's might have been like how.
Old school hard, like
Yeah,
not violent, just work wise.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be easy.
Yeah,
It wouldn't
like-
be easy raising a farm.
My dad's not from the farm. He's actually from ours, bro. Like, he's a kid of 7, so he had a massive family, and he was just like that Hori Māori family, but he has a big family, so I think the support there, but they're full of love. My dad's family, so yeah.
That's what you need.
So
eh?
they like made sure when they raised you to try and do the best they could, not
Yeah,
raise you
well-
around violence and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think it's always like the next generation wants better for their kids than what they got from their parents. So I think a few generations ago, they were like, pretty poor and shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's how I see it anyway.
And the buck stopped at
Yeah.
your generation. They made sure.
Yeah, I guess
Well,
so.
good on
Yeah.
Good on them. Well, Hadi, you didn't ask that for us, but we might as well answer it.
Yeah,
We unfortunately our parents didn't stop the buck right then and there.
They're trying now.
They're trying their
They're
hardest
trying
now.
their hardest now, Better
But
late than never.
yeah, we grew up with violence. Gangs were around. Right at the tail end of when I was growing up, it teetered off, but it would have been around way more when you were younger. But I remember when they'd do fucking crates and Mangwa mobs and black powers would come into the shed and shit like that. I did get money though. I got $50. Here and then, I went, hey boy.
And the one thing that I used to hate about that though was the strangers, how they composed themselves and they came in and they waited till our parents were wasted. They would never pull that shit when they were straight.
Yeah.
They'll wait till the party was full blown, then they'll pull that, hey, I'm your uncle. Fuck. Sorry, but
Hey boy, I do anything
that was
for
an
you.
opportunity to get the fucking rest of the food and throw it at these niggas. 'Cause
Yeah.
I remember back in the day when they were like, we're gonna get us KFC. Oh yeah, mean. And I'll come in with not KFC, and I'm like pretty heartbroken about that because fucking KFC back in the day was like, that was fuck, you were rich.
Wednesdays, man. Wednesdays were fuck
Paydays,
yeah.
it's paydays.
Sitting with mum outside the fish and chip shop because we know once that money goes in, we get fish and chips this week. Sean Lazarus.
All the kids.
Sean, I have a bit of an upstanding beef with Sean. What's
he done?
It's gonna get to the point, because fuck, he really pushes, grinds my gears. It's gonna get to the point where we have a fucking boxing match for the YouTube channel, and I'm gonna fuck you up, Sean.
Big ups to Pokemon pub fight, bro.
Nah, love him though, love him. What makes a good person or a bad person?
Am I going first?
Yeah.
A good person to me is just a true person. Just no fuck around. You just don't fuck around. You're just a good person. A bad person is the fucking opposite. You're a piece of shit. You lie your way and weasel your way out of shit.
Yeah.
And you can feel it. Like honestly, when you sit next to someone that's a piece of shit, you can feel it. 10 seconds shaking a man's hand, he's a piece of shit. A good person, the same thing. You can feel it. You can feel it. They're a good person, like for real. Like honestly, if you sit in a room with 10 strangers, you'll pick out the bad and good ones off the bat. And it's all down to personal shit. Like your personal view of a good person. He might not be a bad person, but the shit he's pulling right now ain't good. Like, so that's my perception of good and bad. You're a good person, Sean.
Yeah, you're a good person. Sean. Sean, I'd like to take back the fuck you up thing. Look, it was in my head and I'm kind of backtracking a little bit. Please don't beat me up. 50. Please don't beat me up.
I've done some bad shit, but like I've got a good heart, but I've done some bad shit. And yeah, I'm still a good person.
Yeah.
For real, like. But yeah, I've done some bad shit that I suppose I just learned from.
Learn how to hide it this time. No, I'm kidding.
No, yeah. Nah, for real. If you, yeah, all the people in the hood, even all the people in the hood, yeah, there's some bad eggs, but they mean good intentions. They just don't have the tools to be a good person in society. Or they don't know how to use it if they are given those tools.
Goes back to what we were talking about. It's just the way they were shaped.
Yeah, pretty much. See, I bet you a gangster will run into that burning thing if there was a kid on fire, but that priest over there won't go in there. He'll
pray for them.
He'll stand there with a Bible and let that shit burn.
Throw holy water
on the real, that the gangster will run in and try to save that kid. The priest will stand there and fuck it. And I ain't got a milli, but I'll put it down.
What about you, Christian? What makes a good and bad person?
I don't think there is a good or a bad person. It just depends how that person feels that day, I reckon.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, some people can be good, do something bad, and bad people can,
Yeah.
like the bro said, you know.
Yeah, I think a good person is a person who does bad things by accident, and a bad person is a person who does bad things on purpose.
Oh, yeah, I like that take on
Yeah,
it.
there you go. Fuck, man. Never mind my big paragraph.
Dropping
There you
gems.
go. Fucking hell.
Dropping gems. It's what we do here on the Blow Average Boys.
That's what we do.
Hit the like and subscribe button. Comment more.
I am older than the one here, though.
Yeah.
Even though it sounds like a...
He was dusting off the papers.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Straight up.
Oh, I'm glad you're here for this one.
What?
Because I got... Sean put this here for me because he's an arsehole. Tell us about your first fight and what happened.
Oh, fuck, yeah. Oh, my bro. Shout outs to the bro. I won't drop your name, Nick.
Yeah, you don't gotta... If you drop names, actually, I can just blur it out.
Oh, well. Look, my bro was like, he was up there, like he could rumble.
Oh, I just realized he's talking about me. This was my first thing I had in front of him.
Yeah, and I was a bit worried because I didn't know.
Is he older than me?
Yeah, fuck yeah, he was like 1 year younger than me.
Oh, shit.
And you're only like, fuck.
I was 15.
I was about to say like 14 or 15.
Yeah.
But me and my other brother, his brother Ben, we were a bit worried because we knew who this fella was. Like, not being mean, but I'll dust your ass up. Anyway, and my little brother would have. But we just wanted to see what our little brother could do. But he nearly he nearly knocked my mate out.
It's because he backhanded me and he pissed me off.
He did a back swinging like fuck my broken boogie, like straight up. He did a fucking those backspin backhands, flash one, got him, and then my brother nearly knocked him out, and then me and my other brother were looking at each other like, oh shit, fuck. We should just hang out with the little brother.
It's because so he told me he wasn't going to go that hard. And so we were having like a cool thing, and then he backhanded the shit out of me. And when I heard everyone go, ooh, I got pissed right off.
Then my mate took the gloves off, and he looked at me and goes, I thought your bro hasn't had a fight for it, nigga. I didn't even... Gee, he hasn't. But I was pretty proud inside. I didn't want to show anybody. But
It was more of embarrassment.
Yeah.
Because you were still sitting right there. And back then, you were like, I was 15, so you're like my older brother.
yeah, I was
And
about
like,
19 then.
jeez, God damn it. Losing in front of my brother. This is going to be embarrassing. Don't cry.
But yeah, I was pretty proud because yeah, he wasn't a nobody. But yeah, shouts to the bro.
He's a
Sorry
cool
about
dude,
that.
though. He's a cool dude.
Yeah, he's cool as. He's the man, the bro.
And what about your first fight?
Fuck, I can't even remember. I think I got a hiding.
Gee, Wait, how old were you?
13, I think. 13, 12, I don't know. Yeah, it was at Wesley College. They're just all big islanders. Like, I swear you fellas lied on your birth certificates. I fucking swear.
Yeah, that's right. You got a rugby scholarship.
Yeah, I got a
together,
rugby
yeah.
scholarship. And I swear to God, these niggas were bigger than my dad. They had more hair than my dad on their face. Their leg was the size of my torso. But we all mean rugby players, so when we hit them on the field, straight up, you know who I'm talking about. Like, I demolished niggas, me and the bro Troy. Mm-hmm. And then in the changing rooms, they used to cast shadows over us and tell us how much we all shit. And then smash us over. Never knocked me out though, but yeah, I learned real quick. I got pretty hard real quick. Shout out to you Islanders that did that.
I wonder where they are these days.
Oh,
With their little brothers
they probably
doing their podcast.
Bro, they must go with their high visors on, G working.
they probably gonna see us and go, I remember you. I would drop your fellas' names, but I don't know if you fellas are like, yeah. Nah, but that was boarding school, like straight up. Boarding school is not what it's cracked up to be. They oh, but I don't know about these days. Back then it was just full of fucking pedos and fucking, you know, some out of it shit.
Yeah, the world's full of those fuckers these days.
But don't judge me. Like, I'm not trying to be the man. Like, I've done some mean ones, and my victims out there, they know.
Shout out to all about those victims.
I set you on your ass, brother. But like, I'm not trying to be the man. Like, I'm a father now. I got 2 kids, you know.
That he knows of.
But still catch these hands though.
What about you, Christian? First fight.
Can't comment, like,
I can because I broke up you trying to beat someone up when we were in school.
I love that.
I broke. Man, Christian was gonna beat this fella up at school because the dude was trying to roast Christian and Christian was having none of it.
That's the one.
And Christian just got up and I was just standing there like, oh shit, Christian's and then boom, and then I was like, oh, gotta go save this fucker before Christian beats him up.
That's not fair. You should let Christian have his time.
Were you angry?
Of course I was angry. I was holding back those tears like... Those roasts are getting to me, but I'll tell you now.
I could tell by the way you walked over and fucking threw him up against the wall. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
We weren't even that close. I was kind of just like this, because you might just swing at me and then I have to dodge it.
But do you remember, you don't blur out people's names? Like,
Yeah.
one time, fucking, he had this gamer tag as well.
Yeah.
He was like trying to get this Venom. You know how people check like snippets, and then everybody makes their own one after it, like Venom.
Oh, okay.
You know, like Phase Clan.
Yeah.
And he had made one called Venom Snipes, but he spelled Snipes wrong, so it was Venom Snips.
Yeah.
And so everybody was like, "Fuck, here comes Venom Snips," and I was just roasting about Venom Snips. And at the end of the day, it was science class, and I was like, "Fucking see you tonight, bro. Jump on the game, Venom Snips." And like, I think he had enough of it, and he's like, "Fuck you, come on, fuck you up." And then do you remember? Yeah, he like stopped. He jumped in. He's like, "Oh nah, bro. We're only joking with you." And then we're about to like wait, and he comes over to me. He's like, "Fucking meet me on front by the bus." Yeah. Even though he's my neighbor, bro, I live right next door to him. It's like, "Fucking meet me by the bus bay, cunt. I'm gonna fucking knock you out, cunt."
He would not have been able to, bro.
Like, and then I was like, "Oh, okay, fuck. I'm gonna like have to do this because then he's gonna call me a pussy." So I like stood there waiting for him. I was like, "Fuck, he's shitting my pants," because then like. You don't want to fight people. I don't want to fight people.
Yeah.
And then, bro, he was nowhere to see him, bro. He must have jumped on the bus and went home. But yeah, that was a close
So
one.
at the end of the day, you turned up. At the end of the day, you turned up. And you fucking ran on the bus.
And on that note, I wasn't a fighter too. I loved school. I was just one of the...
No. You're a fighter. I'm not a fighter.
Like on the real, like it was woman.
I can't let you. I'm like Joe Rogan. I can't let you just say anything you want. You're a fighter. I'm not a fighter. I'm a lover.
Look at Sean, he just wants to exploit the fuck out of us.
Well, because he knows our family.
He knows us.
Okay, his next question is: have you ever loved? Has your heart been broken? Get deep in your feels, brothers.
Oh hell no.
I don't know if you can comment on this question because you got a message right now, and the last thing I wanted to like hear is the fact that I broke your heart all those years ago. So I don't think you should mention it. Your missus will get angry.
No, I'm top G.
You didn't know what broke your heart?
No, yeah, I did. One time.
You don't want to, but you don't want to give her any press.
Nah, hell
neither.
no.
One broke my heart as well. Not giving her any press.
Nah, man. I'll just say it was a cancer.
God, and when I look back on the messages that I did, oh fucking hell! I was 18 and I sounded like a bitch.
At the end of the day, were you the one that got played, or did you play her?
Nah, I got played. Yeah.
Send the love. Send the love.
Mm.
Send the heart.
Stop fucking crying. Yeah. Oh, I can fucking watch Sean. Haha, Hayden. Oh, that's why you're single.
It's probably why he wanted some content in Tauranga.
Yeah.
Hey, what happened in Tauranga, cuz?
If I went to... shout out Sean, because I seen One Love got cancelled. I feel fucking bad. Just got pissed down. Shout out to Auckland for turning into the wave pools for two whole weeks.
You do know that you were swimming in shit.
Yeah, they were just popping manus in fucking sewage water.
God damn.
They had to make it through somehow. Any of your family get affected by that?
Nah.
No.
They live in Auckland, but no, they weren't really affected.
Not down there with the fucking...
Nah, because they are mansions.
fucking filth down there. They're not down there.
They got hydro dams outside your fucking houses, bro.
Wait, but were your parents okay?
Yeah, they were all good.
Oh, this chair's so comfy, bro. Shit.
Yeah, only the finest for my guests.
Hard leather. Real leather.
I flew it all the way from our lounge. Just drag them in. Sean's next one is a topic. Drug use and addiction.
Bro, does this fella know I was coming on there or something?
He did it, but I think he felt it in the air.
He felt it, eh?
You ever done drugs, Christian?
Not really.
All my close bros know I got fuck all to do with that A-class shit. Like, I don't know much about all that. I know that it costs dearly.
Yeah.
Money and your life, but...
Yeah.
That would put me off straight away.
The worst drug right now around our family is just alcohol.
Yeah, alcohol. But
not alcohol in itself, just
too much free. Too much.
Yeah,
free.
how long have you stopped drinking now?
2 months.
2 months.
2 months.
It's part of the reason I brought him on. If he still drank, if he was still a drunk, I wouldn't bring him on here.
Not. I was.
Yeah, he used to annoy the shit out of me when he was drinking. But he's been, I don't think you've had a lick of alcohol since.
Nah, not a drop. No.
God, we got a sister that just fuck, man. Her
She's a man.
Her blood type is Cody's.
Sorry, sis, but you're a man.
Yeah, you're a man. You stupid? No.
But love you.
Is any of your siblings addicted to any drugs?
Nah.
You wanna call out any family members you think need to cut it out?
Nah, to be honest, not really. I got like cousins that drink, but
they're not silly.
No, they're not silly. You know what they must be thinking though? They must be thinking like, fuck, that guy sitting there behind the camera, Christian, he's a fucking alcoholic.
Nah, I can vouch for that. You're not.
It might be funny.
Well, I've never seen you. You've never played up when we drink together.
Yeah.
Although I do think, man, I feel like Christian's just something is dormant in him, and I feel like one of these nights I drink with you, you're just gonna fucking start swinging.
Nah.
I'm wondering if I should be the new cameraman for you guys, because I like watching this shit. If you go around and do those things with the little mic in it, I want to be the cameraman.
Oh, me and Christian, we can go in the office, look at the paperwork, talk to our people.
Yeah, I like that.
Get the lawyers involved.
The new Lukey.
Yeah. You need more stories about your childhood, G, and your brothers, like when there used to be mass brawls outside your house. Or your drunk brother getting his arms and legs tied up on the deck so he couldn't smash anything else. Or rocking up to your sister's ex's house and finding his new missus hiding under the dirty laundry basket. So the ex ran away from Belle and locked himself inside, leaving the new one there. Maybe not that one, but I know you got some good stories. No, we can talk about all of them.
Hey.
Let's talk about the drunk brother getting his arms and legs tied up so he couldn't smash anything. That was you.
Well, we'll start with this, right? They had no other option. They could have tranquilized me, but no one could afford to tranquilize me.
By the way, do you remember that
And my dad was a motherfucking nearly 7-footer, bro.
Did you know Dad?
He ain't little.
Did you know Dad dropped you that night?
And he's got an afro.
And he had an afro.
I should have known better.
That's back when he was a big. That's back when he was a big.
He was a beast, bro. But I was only 72 kgs, knocking 100 plus niggas out.
I was only like fucking 11, I think. I was just watching out the window.
What's the other one?
He's talking about when Johnny.
Oh, that fucking poofter.
Yeah.
Shout out to you too.
You can say the story if you want.
He told us he was a golden glove. As soon as he got in his fighting position, he was all shit. He had pink gloves probably at the most on his first birthday. Because I had my little brother and he was only 14. Bro, we toased you up, brother. We toased you. Even your stepdaddy ran out with his patch on, cuz.
Yeah.
Because he was, what was it called when you hook up with someone else?
He was cheating.
Yeah, you were cheating. And we had your back. We were on your side. And then when she was under the dirty washing.
Yeah, my sister, you've met her ex-boyfriend way back in the day, back when we lived in Whangarei, cheated on her, and they went over to go see if it was actually happening.
What happened to hiding under the bed?
The new girl hid under dirty
undies, bro.
Like ran into the washing machine place and like hid under the clothes. and Ben and Balsham were out there like going, he probably hasn't done it, and then they found her under the.
And we knocked your ass out and you were crawling on the ground to your mum.
My family like beat them both up.
Bro, we smoked you, bro. And I didn't want to. Like, man, I was having dinner with my in-laws at the time. And my whole family pulled up like the Brady Bunch, like, ready to go and smoke you, bro. Like, I was freaked out, like, hey. But, they pulled up. They were really like, fuck, or like it was a hit. We were doing a bank job or something. And then when I got back, I had blood all over me. And my ex was like, where did you go? I was like, to take out my sister's boyfriend.
Comment below where you'd hide.
Like, she chose the dirty washing. I would have just ran out the back door and leave it to you, cuz.
I should put a poll up. Where would you hide in dirty laundry, under the bed, in the closet, or out the back? See, I'll do a poll one day.
And don't hate, like, if you figure out who we're talking about, like...
Get on the comments. It didn't happen like that.
Subscribe to the bros.
Subscribe while you do it.
Hit
the like button.
What was that, the other one?
He just said, talking about the brawls that used to happen.
Oh, man.
I remember that fight you had in Faux Valley when those dudes came and crashed the party.
Gee, that was because there was older guys than me brainwashing younger fellas to go hook up with the high school girls. You know who you are. And we went about that. And the only backup I had was my little brother's age. If you call it backup.
And this was like 12 years ago.
Yeah, that was years ago. Like,
yeah, I was only in intermediate because I went to intermediate.
Long story short, these fellas were just older. They weren't even in high school. They're older than me. They were trying to chase little girls because they're little fags, and they were just trying to beat up on high school kids. And it turned into 3-year war.
Yeah, the only glimpses of that fight I could see is because I seen you and Ben fighting because the fucking insect light kept coming on. Yeah. The movement. It just kept coming on for like 7 seconds and then turning off.
Getting beaten,
come back on, and then a new person will be like knocked out with the light. I was just out the window. Out the window. I was only a little kid, so I was out the window. Leave my brother alone. Doing fuck all. Just.
And do you know what cracked me up? I was one of the uncles.
Yeah.
He let them in. He wanted to see his nephews in action.
That was a big ass party too.
It was bad. Everyone else there, it was mean.
God, usually drunk. That's back when Ben was an asshole too. Man, you've met Ben? Man, me and Ben are really close these days, but back then, fuck, nah. I hated the cunt. He used to be such a bully. He used to pick on me all the time.
And on the real, the only thing I regret in all those days is that I didn't put more energy into other shit instead of my name.
Yeah, instead of trying to get your rep up.
Just having a rep.
Because where's the rep now?
Oh, fuck. In there. 13-year-old.
Yeah.
That, my son. There goes my rep right there. Like, you know. And that's what I want to tell people, like, on the real, if you ever start that path, fuck that, bro. Like, there's nothing in the end, unless you go and fight for money. That's what I should have did. I should have jumped in the fucking ring, but, you know, I was too busy looking for fucking, I don't know. It's not fame, it was just more like, because I couldn't get...
When I was growing up, all I heard, because me and Belsham didn't really talk to each other when I was growing up because you weren't around.
Yeah,
the only time I ever heard about you was when you had a fight or the cops fucking wanted you for something. Like when we lived in up Tania Place is that Tukipunga? Yeah, it's up Tukipunga. We lived up in a place named Tania Place, and the cops raided us.
Yeah.
And they were looking for you.
And people don't realise, back in the day, the thing that kept me pushing was my ex, because I didn't want to see me knocked out.
Do you think she would have left you back then if you got knocked out in front of her?
I would have left me if I got knocked out. I would have fucking left me. No woman wants to come and be with a man that's gonna get laid the fuck out. If you can't protect her, she ain't gonna sleep right. You know, it's just how it is. It's just how fucking the world works.
Sean, before you fucking comment, that's what I hate. You're never gonna have a fuck you.
Sean knows what I do. But nah, big shout out to that because I forgot about.
There's so much. Yeah, there's heaps of brawls you fucking go.
I could go all day.
Yeah, Tania Place again, the one that I heard down thing when you got your stitches, and that dude hit you with a big ass blanket. He was the biggest motherfucker there. What's his name? I'll blur it out if you want me to.
Fucking bitch nigga.
Bitch nigga, that's his name. Fuck, he was a big cunt. He was the biggest cunt in the fucking thing, and just massive cunt with a big 2x4. But
they turn real little,
quick. Fuck, your days as fuck. I saw you run around the car trying to get your bearings, and I was like, holy shit, he's gonna get fucked up now. But I don't know. That was still.
I'll tell you, if you're gonna use it, you used it.
You're fucked up. I would have fucking just chucked another plank of wood at you.
I could have been playing.
Yeah,
got to me and then gotcha.
All right, and that is this month's questions. We got through the questions, boys.
I wouldn't mind getting on this. I've been watching this thing, and it's these Karens, bro. They getting carried away. Like now they're threatening kids.
Do we have that problem as bad in New Zealand as America has it?
Yeah, I reckon. Oh, if I had a few for old ladies pull that old card on me.
Yeah, Christian's had a few old ladies angry at him. Ring me back.
Have you? Oh, yeah.
You asshole. You said we'd be together. This is a question I got for you. How did you know we were poor? Because remember, when we were growing up, we didn't know we were poor. But when did it click for you that, oh shit, no, wait.
When I started school. When I started school, I knew we were poor.
I knew we were poor because everyone knows the Salvation Army bins. People put clothes in there for poor people. So I knew we were poor the day that my mum parked outside a Countdown and waited for people to put clothes in there, and she took the bag so that we had clothes. Like, that's when I knew we were poor. That's when I was like, wait, those are for the poor people. So if we're taking that, we must be poor as fuck. If she has to go out and she like jumped out and we had to like ram our chairs back in the car because I was embarrassed as fuck. There were people in the car park, but she waited till someone like placed down this big bag. People were like putting clothes in the slot, but someone put down a big enough bag where she jumped out in. Now I'm not complaining because I got some cool Roman sandals out of it. They were cool as. But like that's the day I was like, damn, we're poor. I'm taking shit from the Salvation Army bin that people put for poor people.
Have you got much slack about the God thing?
Nah, no one really fucking digged into us about the God stuff. I got religiously catfished by a person that I thought was gonna like debate me on
It was
it.
the devil.
Yeah, it was, it was the devil. But no one really hated on us for our views on God. No one's really hating on it. Oh, actually no. We've got 2 dislikes.
Did we?
Yeah.
God and Jesus.
Yeah, God and Jesus. Yeah, they're just up there. Fuck you guys. Yeah, but yeah, no one's really giving us flack about God or anything.
No, I think if people are, they're just talking to each other about it instead of coming say it to our faces.
Hell, I'll probably get to heaven. Shit. Half of the people that say they're going to heaven are probably going to hell. I'd low-key probably get in there. God's going to be like, you know what? You kept it real, son.
You know what? Like, if God created Adam and Eve, right? Why didn't he just create more humans if it was that easy to just...
Yeah. Why do you just do 2, eh?
Yeah.
I mean, like, 20's better.
Yeah.
Got 10 and 10, like, fuck.
By the way, shout out to the Bible because it's holding up Balsham's mic.
Is it?
Yeah. So, hey, it's got
Fuck.
it's got its place. I needed
Shit.
I
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I needed to put a book under it so
Damn.
that because it can't hook up to that table, so I put the Bible
Shit,
on.
it might be that shit coming towards me, fucking
Yeah, radiating good energy.
radiating fucking God.
Feel like touching a kid?
Ooh.
Then it's not working. Then it's not working.
Do you see God?
No, his battery just went low and his battery just cut out.
Oh. What do you do then?
That's another episode of the Below Average Boys. We actually would have went longer, but one of our cameras just cut off. And we're in the struggle. It is what it is.
Ah, the bro didn't charge them.
Yeah, I didn't charge the camera properly. But we're going to do another one. Might even invite Belsham back. Who knows?
I might be. Fuck yeah, that's whatever you are doing, my brother. This is the shit you and Christian. I support it, bro. This is the business.
Like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Episode 4. Thanks for subscribing. And Christian's camera's flat, so I gotta point Belsham's one at him so he can do his wink. You wanna do your wink? God, this is so horrid.
Bet I wanna shoot.